Northern California, the late 1960s, a time of peace and love. But beneath the surface, a shadow was creeping in, a terror that would grip the nation and leave a legacy of fear that lasts to this day. This is the story of a ghost, a phantom who haunted the Bay Area, leaving a trail of death, taunting letters, and a mystery that has never been solved. This is the story of the Zodiac Killer. Our story begins on a cold December night in 1968 on Lake Herman Road. Two teenagers, David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, are on their first date. They're parked in a lover's lane, a quiet, secluded spot. Suddenly, another car pulls up beside them. A man gets out, and without a word, opens fire. Both teenagers are killed. It's a brutal, senseless act, but it's only the beginning. 7 months later, another attack, this time at Blue Rock Springs Park. Another couple, Darlene Farron and Michael Mago, are sitting in their car when a man approaches. He shines a bright light into their eyes and then shoots them repeatedly. Darlene dies. Michael miraculously survives. He gives the police a description, a heavy-set white male. But the most chilling part comes an hour later. A man calls the Vallejo Police Department. His voice is calm, monotone. He claims responsibility for both the Blue Rock Springs shooting and the murders on Lake Herman Road. A new kind of killer has announced himself to the world. Just a few weeks after that call, the San Francisco Chronicle, the San Francisco Examiner, and the Vallejo Times-Herald each receive a letter. The writer boasts about the murders and provides details only the killer could know, but there's more. Each letter contains a piece of a complex cipher. The writer demands they be published on the front page, or he will kill again. He signs off with a strange cross-circle symbol. A name for the terror is born, the Zodiac. The Bay Area is gripped by fear. Who is this man? A local schoolteacher and his wife, Donald and Betty Harden, take it upon themselves to crack the code. In just a few days, they solve the 408-symbol cipher. The message is terrifying. It's a rambling, misspelled confession where the killer explains his motive. I like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest because man is the most dangerous animal of all. He speaks of collecting slaves for the afterlife. The Zodiac isn't just a killer. He's a megalomaniac playing a game with the police and the public. The game escalates. In September 1969, the Zodiac strikes again, this time in broad daylight at Lake Berryessa. He approaches a young couple, Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard, wearing a bizarre executioner-style hood. He ties them up before stabbing them repeatedly. Before he leaves, he draws his crosshair symbol on their car door, noting the dates of his previous attacks. Cecilia dies from her injuries. Brian, like Michael Mago, survives, providing another witness account. Just 2 weeks later, the Zodiac commits his final confirmed murder in San Francisco's affluent Presidio Heights. He shoots a cab driver, Paul Stein, point blank in the head. In a shocking blunder, police dispatch initially describes the suspect as a black male, causing responding officers to pass by a white man walking away from the scene without questioning him. This man was almost certainly the Zodiac. 3 days later, a letter arrives at the Chronicle containing a piece of Paul Stein's blood-soaked shirt, proving beyond any doubt that the letter writer and the killer were one and the same. This letter also contained a new threat: to shoot up a school bus full of children. The threat sends a wave of panic across the state. The investigation becomes a frantic, sprawling mess. Leading the charge in San Francisco are Inspectors Dave Toschi and Bill Armstrong. Toschi, with his signature bow tie and trench coat, becomes the face of the investigation. But they're facing a nightmare. The murders span multiple jurisdictions: Vallejo, Napa, San Francisco, and in the days before centralized databases, sharing information is a slow, frustrating process. The Zodiac is always one step ahead. While the police struggle, the press becomes central to the story. Paul Avery, a star crime reporter for the San Francisco Chronicle, covers the case obsessively. He receives personal threats from the Zodiac, a taunting Halloween card that reads, "Peekaboo, you are doomed." The public is captivated. At the Chronicle, a quiet political cartoonist named Robert Graysmith finds himself drawn into the mystery. He becomes obsessed with the ciphers, spending countless hours trying to unlock their secrets. The Zodiac continues to send letters and cards, each more bizarre than the last. He sends another, more complex cipher, the 340 cipher. This one would remain unsolved for over 50 years. He taunts the police, gives himself a scorecard of victims, and revels in the terror he's creating. His letters are a mix of ego, threats, and cryptic clues. He's building his own dark mythology, and the world is watching. The investigation churns through thousands of tips and hundreds of potential suspects. But one name keeps coming up: Arthur Lee Allen. The circumstantial evidence against him is compelling. He was interviewed by police early on. A friend claimed Allen had confessed his desire to kill people, use the name Zodiac, and attach a flashlight to a gun. He wore a Zodiac brand watch with the same crosshair symbol. His boot size matched a print found at the Lake Berryessa crime scene. He even lived close to the first murder scene and worked near where one of the letters was mailed. But for every piece of damning evidence, there was a contradiction. His handwriting didn't seem to match the Zodiac's. A survivor, Michael Mago, failed to identify him in a photo lineup years later. Crucially, fingerprint and DNA evidence recovered from the letters did not match Arthur Lee Allen. Despite multiple search warrants and years of intense scrutiny, police could never find the physical evidence needed to charge him. He remained the prime suspect, a figure of intense suspicion, but never the confirmed killer. After 1974, the letters from the Zodiac stopped, at least the ones authenticated by experts. The trail went cold. The boogeyman who had terrorized Northern California seemed to vanish as suddenly as he had appeared. But the mystery only grew. Was he dead? Was he in prison for another crime? Or was he simply watching, enjoying the chaos he had created? Over the decades, the Zodiac case has become an American obsession. Countless amateur detectives, including Robert Graysmith, who wrote a definitive book on the case, have proposed theories and named new suspects. The 340 cipher was finally cracked in 2020 by a team of private citizens, revealing another chilling, rambling message, but no name, no key to his identity. Today, the Zodiac case remains officially open in multiple jurisdictions. It is a chilling reminder that sometimes evil has no face. The Zodiac wasn't just a killer. He was a master of terror, a puzzle maker who turned murder into a public spectacle. He created a persona that has outlived him, a symbol of pure, motiveless malevolence that continues to haunt us. He wanted to be remembered, and in a dark and twisted way, he got his wish. The question of who was behind the hood, who held the pen, remains unanswered, lost to the fog of time. His identity is a ghost, forever etched into the history of American crime. His crosshair symbol, a permanent stain on the public consciousness. Thanks for watching. If you're fascinated by unsolved mysteries like this one, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. See you in the next video.